Hello, guys. Oh, this air conditioner kind of cold, and it's not even hot outside. Let me turn this AC off. Turn this AC off. Let the windows down. Whew. Just came from doing a little shopping. So, hi guys. Welcome back to my channel. This is Family and Food TV. And here's my midday vlog on how my day went. Today was a very long day, guys. I'm not gonna even lie to y'all. Today was a very, very long day. And I am currently on my way home. Why people keep texting me? Why? Of course I am, because I am a 90s baby. You hear me, Spirit Wonder? Nothing but the best good soulful music over here. Nothing but the best R&B over here. Now, this the radio, though. This B103. I don't really like listening to WGCI like that because WGCI play the same songs over and over again. So I'm more of a like V103, slow jams, classic R&B type person, stuff like that. But anyway, so here's how my day went today. For those of you that tuned into my live this morning, at 5 a.m. this morning, y'all saw how that went, okay? So I actually woke up at 4 o'clock, okay? Because I be waking my grandson up so he can eat. I don't want him to sleep through none of his feeding times. You know what I mean? So I woke up at 4 o'clock, changed him, fed him, made sure he was straight. I could not go back to sleep after that. I was up, And so I knew I had a long, busy day ahead of me today. I knew that my grandson had his first doctor's appointment, which I'm going to talk to y'all about that. I knew I had to run the line at the restaurant today. I knew it was a bunch of other stuff that I had to do. So I was like, you know what, while I'm up, let me just go ahead and go to the gym and just get at least an hour or two at the gym. So then that's when I did. I got there about 5:45. Did my workout, went live, documented that. That was great. And that really set the tone for my day, right? So after I left the gym, guys, what did I do? Came home, got my daughter, got my grandson, made sure they was together and presentable. And we made our way to his first doctor's appointment. So let me talk to y'all about the first doctor's appointment, guys. It went really well, by the way. So he's only a couple days old now, and the first doctor's appointment is just a checkup, just to see how he's doing since he's been home these last couple days. So what happened yesterday was, let me let one of these windows up. It's so much goddamn wind blowing. I don't even know if y'all can hear me. Okay. So before I tell y'all about the doctor's appointment, let me tell y'all this. So the little boy that my daughter had a baby with, like, I know his mom. You know what I mean? I was pregnant with Sugar, and she was pregnant with him. Like, I know her from, like, kind of childhood. So when I went to North Dakota, we kind of lost contact. Then when I came back, we kind of linked up, And, like, our children didn't really get a chance to grow up with each other because when we left, like, my kids were babies. They wasn't even talking yet, They wasn't even school age yet. So long story short, when we got back, me and her linked up. And fast forward, now her son and my daughter have a baby. Okay? So he called me yesterday from his mom's phone. And he still called me auntie. Say, hey, auntie, I know my son have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, and I was just wondering, this is how he was talking to me. I was just wondering if I could come, if I could be there. I'm like, sure, you can come. Absolutely you can. So after I got from the gym, went to go get my grandson, went to go get my daughter, and then where the damn sirens coming from? I'm confused. Which way? They either coming from this way or this way. Oh, there they go. I wish they hurry up before the damn light turn. Damn. Okay. Anyway, so then we went to go get him. Okay. And we went to the doctor's appointment, and he's a gentleman. Don't get me wrong, he's a gentleman. He opens the car door for my daughter. He takes the car seat in and out. He carries the car seat. He just wanted to really be there, you know. So I let him be there. So they did the checkup on my grandbaby, and everything is healthy on him. They checked his circumcision. That looks good. It's healing very well. There's no issues with that. And then so after the doctor's appointment, I dropped him off at home. Then we came home. I literally had no time to sit down, rest, relax, nothing. Okay. I literally had to hurry up, take a shower, put on some different clothes, and then run to the restaurant, and then stay there for a while, and then do a couple hours there. After a couple hours there, I had to do some other things with another business. It was just a lot. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to come home early tonight. Now, I originally was supposed to stay at the place that I just came from until 9:30. Don't do no dumb shit. But I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. So I'm like, you know what? It's time for me to go, you know. But I think for me, what it is finding legit people who I trust to help run certain parts of my business. That's the only thing that's really difficult right now, because it's like I'm one person. I can't be here or there. My husband can't be here and there. You understand what I'm saying? It's like it's a lot right now, you know, but we are managing the best that we can to keep the businesses afloat. And yeah. So we just trying to figure that out. And it just amazes me how people would say or complain about, you know, how bad the economy is and how much they're struggling and this, that, and the other, you know, and how no one's hiring and it's hard for them to find a job and this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? But when presented with the opportunity, it's like just because somebody know you or just because somebody's your family member, they think that they supposed to get more than somebody who is not your family member or somebody who don't know you. And that baffles me. You understand what I'm saying? That really, no, you have to work for your pay, just like I have to work for my pay, just like my husband have to work for his pay, just like the employees that's under us have to work for, everybody have to work for their pay. I don't overpay myself. Husband don't overpay himself. So just because you're a family member or a close friend, you're supposed to get overpaid? How fair is that to the other employees? You understand what I'm saying? And then when you break it down and put it to them like that, now they don't want to work. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you can't really win for losing. Ain't nobody finna get nobody's shit on a silver platter. You got to get shit out the fucking mud. These two businesses that we have, we literally built these businesses from the ground up. And so for people to think that they are entitled to something just because they know you or just because they're your family is very stupid, inconsiderate, and dumb to me. So with that being said, we just doing what we got to do. If we got to stay open late, we got to stay open late. You know, there's going to be a lot of late nights. There's going to be a lot of early mornings. And so the fuck be it. Because I'd rather it be that than to just, you know, put people in position that we don't trust, that we don't know. Even family. You get what I'm saying? Even family, it just don't make sense. You know? So as a grandmother at 35 years old, I can say right now, even though it's only been a couple of days, we're still figuring things out. Like it's not too bad. It's not anything bad. It's just trying to, you know, maneuver around the businesses. It's the entitled, exactly. You understand what I'm saying? And so like the joy that I get when I hold my grandson, it's different than holding your own kids when they're born. I'm telling you, I can't explain it. It's a feeling that has to be felt from being a grandparent. You understand what I'm saying? Like when you first had your first child or your second child or your third child, it's a feeling, that you can't explain. And it'll take somebody else who have had children, a mother or a father, to feel those exact feelings. But as a grandparent, it hit different. Like this shit hits so different. It hits so different. And I am so proud of my daughter. She's doing great. She's still in her healing process right now. And that's the only thing that I'm really focused on. Because like I said in the previous lives, they original time to go back to school is in August. But she's going to be on homebound school, meaning she's going to be doing school from home until October. So when October comes, she'll be able to go back to school physically, But right now, these next 6 to 9 weeks is about her healing, not just I'm saying physically, but mentally as well, because anybody that have a baby, whether you a teen or whether you a grown ass woman my age, your body go through changes, your mind go through changes. You understand what I'm saying? And so it's just that extra support that she needs to be able to continue to push forward. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we're doing. And the reason why I love my sister so much is because she's one of those parents that's going to make sure that her son is not a statistic. You understand what I'm saying? These were 2 kids that's been around each other since they was 12 years old. I think my daughter was 12 when she got back, and they just got a liking to each other. And now they both 15, and this is where we're at, and it is what the fuck it is. You see what I'm saying? You can't go back. You can't erase. This is not a game. You can't restart. You just have to simply move forward. So how do I feel now as a grandmother at 35 years old? First of all, I feel motherfucking good. I feel good because I look damn good. I feel good, okay? I don't know. Every time I hold him, it's like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to spoil him. I can't say that I'm not. I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I probably am. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I probably am because he's the first boy. Like, I got all girls. You see what I'm saying? My brother had boys, which are my nephews. It's different, though. Like, this ain't my nephew. You see what I'm saying? This is like my grandbaby. You feel me? And y'all, I don't know. I can't say he not gonna be spoiled. I think I'm gonna spoil him. And if I do, oh well, he just gonna be spoiled. Because the way my mama treat my kids, which is her grandkids, I'm just gonna say how I feel, better than she treated her kids. Like, they get away with shit that we couldn't get away with. You see what I'm saying? She do shit for them that she couldn't do for us. And I think that's all grandparents. And I didn't really understand at first. I didn't really understand, why do grandparents got McDonald's money for the grandkids, but they didn't have it for the kids? Why when, grandparents go in the store with the grandkids can ask for any goddamn thing and the grandparents just buy it. But when we was little, when we wanted to go in the store and we wanted to buy something, we couldn't get it. I didn't really understand until now. Like, I just want to, every time I see something, I'm buying it. Because it's different. I've never had to buy boy stuff before. Like, except for my nephews. Okay, that's just little stuff, But every time I see, it's so many cute little boy outfits and toys. And it's like, now I'm really shopping for this boy. It's exciting. It's like a burst of emotions. Like, it's so different. Grandma Faith, it is so different. It is so different. All I want to do is, every time he cries, I just want to pick him up. And I do. I'm not going to lie. And we go in the front room. We get in that rocking chair. And I just get to rocking him and talking to him and saying prayers to him. He just be looking up, just to looking, you know. And I be like, I'm not gonna put you down, but then I do. As soon as he making noise, I'm going in there, running and picking him up. So he might be spoiled. I might spoil him, guys. I didn't spoil my kids. My kids wasn't spoiled. You see what I'm saying? If they diapers was changed, and if they had ate, and I had played with them and rocked them and, you know, held them for a while, and I had to put their butt down and they start to make a noise, I let their ass cry. But it's different with my grandson. I be running in that room so fast. And my daughter, she just be there chilling. She don't even give a damn. She just want to not be in pain no more. You know what I mean? And so, I don't know. I'm proud of, I can't say this, I'm proud of the way that both teams are handling things. You know what I mean? And I was not going to say her name, but my sister has done and is still doing a good job raising her boys. She's still doing a good job. They both have moved on to the next grade. They both are about to be sophomores. They both go to the same school. Like, it's a lot, you know, that I still haven't talked about yet, but we'll get around to it. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to share this one part with y'all. Like, when I first found out, because I'm my daughter's mom, so I knew what was going on with her before she knew. Okay? We'll get into that part later. But when I found out that she was pregnant, called up my sister, told her what was going on. And, you know, it was emotions and everything both of us was going through. But I was like, okay, they got to get married. You know, because my mom had me when I think she was 16 or 17, one of those. And my grandmother made my dad marry my mother right in her living room. Right in her living room. So like, they got to get married, they got to get married, they got to get married, right? So, me and my husband, we did some calling around. And we was trying to see what needed to be done, what we needed to do to get these two teens that are about to have a baby legally married, right? And so by them being 15, they was able to get married, but with the consent of me and the young boy's mom, right? But I was like, I think we need to get an attorney, you know, just to make sure everything is legit, you know? So come to find out, in the state of Illinois, and this is a fact, come to find out in the state of Illinois, if two parents consent to their teens, so if me and my sister would have consented to our teens getting married, that would have automatically emancipated them and we would have lost our rights to them. You see what I'm saying? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You feel me? So I was like, I need to be able to keep my authority. I still need to be able to be the voice for her. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I can't just give up my rights, you know? So my sister agreed. She was like, yeah, that's kind of, you know, they only 15, you know? So if getting married means that we have to give up our rights and that automatically emancipates them, then we don't want to do this right now. We want to wait till they turn 18. You know? And so that was a decision that we collectively made to not have them married right away. You know what I mean? So no, we didn't go through with it because it just didn't sit right with us, especially me, you know. And they both was like, yeah, they kids. They are developing. They got hormones and shit. They think they in love with each other. And they might do be. I remember my first boyfriend, you know, so I kind of sort of get it. You understand? But not right now. You know, they don't understand, you know, even though they don't even really know what emancipation means. We didn't even explain all that shit to them because it's not for them. It's not for them right now, you know. But we did explain a little bit to them why they can't get married right now, you know. Thank you, Grandma Love. And so I was like, oh, hell to the no, baby. But we did explain to them, when y'all turn 18, if this is something that y'all want to do, especially me, I will support it. I will support it, you know. And they swear up and down that that's what they want to do when they turn 18. So I'm like, well, y'all to be 18 in a couple of years. You know, my daughter's birthday is July 10th. His birthday is July 28th. And then my grandson's birthday, he was born July 2nd. So it's just July everything, you know. But I had to explain to him and my daughter, if it's in God's will, don't never not include God in anything. Because just because this is something that you want to do, because you think you in love with this person, maybe God might not have those plans for you. So don't never not, you know what I'm saying, and always include God in anything. Everything. Everything. Like I told my daughter, baby, when you get the feeling them contractions, you better be breathing, but your ass also better be goddamn praying, baby, because you're gonna be screaming for dear Jesus' life. Okay? When you feel them goddamn contractions. Okay? And she had her doula, and you know, we were doing the breathing classes and just really prepping and preparing her for birth. It was definitely an experience, okay? Because I was 19 when I had her, all right? I had already graduated high school. I was actually getting ready to go to the National Guard. But it didn't go that way. How it happened with me was, I was like really into the military back then. I did JROTC all 4 years. So I was like, yeah, when I graduate, I want to do something military, you know? So my plan was to go to the National Guard. Took the written test and passed it. When it was time for me to take the physical test, I couldn't do it. I was nauseous. I was sick. I was throwing up, this and that and the other. Didn't understand what was going on. Kind of found out I was pregnant, and they can't accept pregnant women in the National Guard, you know? So there that was. And then from that point, I went to dental school. That's how I got in dental school, you know? But, you know, with these two teens that we got, you know, both of them being 15, they just need support, you know, from their families, you know. And a lot of children don't get that. A lot of children do not get that. They are just left to fend for themselves in a world that's already crazy, you know. And I just refused to let my daughter go through that, you know. I always ask her questions like, how you feeling, you know, how do you feel about the baby? I want to make sure she's okay mentally, you know, because you can look okay, but are you really okay? I had to talk to her about, you know, what postpartum depression is, just in case she might be feeling a certain type of way. I gave her examples that a lot of women, including me, I had it with my last child because of the situation I was in. Postpartum depression is real, and a lot of women and girls don't come back from postpartum depression. You understand what I'm saying? And so postpartum depression can come from how you being treated while you're pregnant. You know, that can be a reason why some women or young girls go through it. The environment that you in, or just, you know, going through a great life, you know, major change, which is just having a baby. It's natural. You understand what I'm saying? So I want her mental to be A1. You know, she didn't need to be kicked out. She needed to be talked to. Both of them together, you know, and she just needed guidance. That's it. And a lot of young girls don't get that. You understand? I had to tell her, like, look, girl, I was your age before. The hell, you come to me and talk to me about everything else, you know? So it's just life. And I am not ashamed or embarrassed about my grandson. I just feel like he just gave me, I had life, but I just feel like he just gave me more life. Like, I don't know. It's exciting. And then, let me tell y'all this. So I'm 35, right? I just turned 35 this year in April. I have, let me see, 1, 2, 3 friends that I grew up with. There were grandparents before me. I never looked at them crazy, never judged them. But I was just saying, like, oh, y'all grannies now. So now they trying to throw a party for all four of us, like a grandma party. I'm like, cool, I'm down with that. You understand what I'm saying? As long as ain't no smoking or no drinking, I'm cool. I'm down with that. And then like everybody is saying like, yeah, welcome to the grandma club and this, that, and the other. So it's like different levels in life. Like, I don't know, guys. The grandma thing is great. I love it. Because I look good, baby. I look good. I feel like I put a whole new twist on like grandma thing. Like, you know, I be in the gym lifting weights, pumping iron. Like, what grandma wear? You know what I mean? And it's so many different ideas of vlogs and videos that I have that I'm going to put together. It's just so much that I have coming. So much content. It's just so much. And I want you guys to stay tuned. I want you guys to really stay tuned. What's up, Daquan? What's up, y'all? So that's basically how my day went. She's doing really good. When I come home, the baby is changed. He's fed. He's clean. He's sleeping. So she picking up quick. At first she was afraid to like change his clothes and stuff, so I just had to show her how to do it. You know what I mean? And now she's comfortable with like taking his little onesie on and off. You know, at first she was uncomfortable with changing his diaper, but these are things that you're going to have to do because I'm not going to be there sometimes, you know. So the first time she had to change his diaper, she called me. She was like, "Mom, I just changed his diaper." I said, "Well, did you do a good job?" She said, "Yeah." And showing up when I got home and looked at his diaper, there wasn't no streaks, no marks, or no. I said, "Did he do number one and number two?" So he did both. When I went home and looked at his diaper, it wasn't no streaks, no marks, like no leftover number two or nothing. Like, she did a really good job. She put the ointment on the circumcision and the gall over it. She's doing really, really well. Now, with the young man, I'm going to have to really work with him on holding my grandson, okay? Because both of them don't know nothing about no baby, okay? But, you know, I had to kind of show him today how to hold him. I'm like, you got to support his head with your elbow and just make sure his head ain't wobbling, because he's very active and his head wobbles. Like, he's a very active baby, you know. And I think, you know, the young man's just timid and scared, but he just want to, you know, interact with him. He wants to hold him. He wants to just do these things. I'm like, I'm going to let you do this, but you have to pay attention and you have to do it the right way, you know. So I was like, let me show you how to do this. Showed him how to pick him up. Showed him how to place him. And I'm like, and this is how you and him can both be comfortable. I'm like, you want to try it? He like, yeah. And he got it. You know, you can't just go and pick the baby up, you know. So it's like raising kids while raising a baby while raising kids still. It's, I don't know. It's exciting. It's interesting. We are over the very worst part. Like, we over that, you know. So right now, it's just all about constantly teaching them what to do and how to do it, you know. So I'm excited to be a part of the Grandma Club, and I can't wait to see what my friends type of party they talking about throwing with just us four. Okay. And I don't know, guys. It's just different. It hits so different. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm so excited, guys. But I think that's pretty much it. That pretty much concludes the day. I guess I'll be back tomorrow with my workouts. I'm gonna have a pretty chill day tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm gonna go at 5 a.m. or my regular time 9:30, but I definitely will be at the gym tomorrow. I know a lot of people was asking me about how to lose belly fat in the midsection. I'll talk to y'all about that tomorrow if you're really interested, because I can talk till I'm blue in the face, but if you're not really dedicated to really, you know, make this a priority as far as your health and going to the gym and working out, then honestly, you wasting your time. Honestly, you waste. I just seen people lose weight, gain it all back, and never lose it again. So it's like, this is something that you have to be really dedicated to, you know, for yourself. So yeah, I guess I'll holler at y'all tomorrow at the gym tomorrow. So today was all upper body for me. Y'all can go and refer back to the videos and see everything that I did today for my upper body, shoulders, back, biceps, triceps, lats. Everything was upper bodies today. Tomorrow it will be abs, glutes, and legs that I'm working on. So I will be going live with that workout tomorrow. And then of course there's more granny vlogs coming. There's more glamour vlogs coming. So just stay tuned, and God bless y'all. Y'all have a good night.